What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob, doing a Speymalt Macallan Gordon Macphail review here, and this bottle was requested to review by none other than Peter White from my Patreon list. If you would like to request a bottle, you can jump onto my Patreon for as little as $1 a month and request a review. In the next coming days, I'll shout out your name and do the bottle that you ask me to. So without further ado, here we go. So this bottle was a bottle split. As you can tell, I'm quite a bit into it. It's the 2003, bottled in 2022, 58.3% ABV, only 313 bottles of this particular Macallan Speymalt by Gordon Macphail. Now, when we first opened this, I wasn't the biggest fan. It got better as time went on. We got this in a trade, my friend and I. So we bottle split this from a bottle that we acquired in a lottery, and then we traded that to get this. Probably overpaid a little bit to get this bottle here, but we take Scotch over bourbon all day long on this channel. I mean, within reason, of course. It was Thomas H. Handy, so technically a rye. All right. So a good amount of sherry on this one. When I first opened it, it was a bit sulfured, to be honest with you. So I was a little bit panicked, but it definitely went away, which is a very good sign. And we probably overpaid because the last one we had, which was the 55.5, and it was, I believe, 21 years old. This one's 19, was absolutely bonkers. This one is nowhere near as good as that one, but it's still pretty good. And I'm gonna tell you why in just a sec. So, I wouldn't say that this is the classic Macallan nose. Not what you would come to expect from a Macallan. But there's definitely a good sherry cask used for this one. Some like red apple, light chocolate notes, raspberry notes. It's more on the fresh fruity side. Maybe like on the back end, there's a little bit of like a cocoa coffee kind of note on the palate. So the sulfur is a little bit on the palate. Not overwhelming by any means, but not my favorite thing. Still finishes like a Macallan. It finishes a lot like a Macallan, to be honest with you. Yeah, chocolate orange, orange liqueur, touch of like sweet orange honey, if there is such a thing. Yeah, like I would say that the sulfur note on this comes and goes, and it's not that off-putting. It's not the kind that I don't like, let's just say that. It's a little matchsticky, but not like on the ammonia side, more on the smoky matchstick side. Yeah, it's good. Is it $600 good? No, it's not $600 good. Although if this was a Macallan exceptional cask, 19 years old, it would be like $3K. So, I mean, we didn't pay $600. We paid whatever it costs for a BTAC Thomas H. Handy, which I think is around like $180 at the LCBO, something like that. we bought that bottle, a friend of ours won it for us, and then we traded for this bottle, which I still think we got the better deal, to be honest with you. But if you look at it, what you could sell it for, I'm sure you could sell the Thomas H. Handy for a lot more than you can sell this Speymalt. I'm not a big fan of selling anything, so I'd rather just trade straight up for a bottle, and that's what we did here. All that being said, it's not the best Speymalt I've had. I've had 3 now, or 4. I've had 4 now, and this is probably the worst one, I'm not gonna lie. But not my favorite for Speymalt standards, but still very good compared to other single cask expressions out there. For all those things, I'm gonna give this one an 86. I would buy this at retail for around 300 bucks probably, but I definitely wouldn't pay secondary for it. And it's not gonna stop me from getting the next Speymalt that comes out, because if I get a chance to buy it, I will, for the most part, within reason, of course. I'm not gonna go crazy buying them. I did do my due diligence with that last one, which was the 55.5%, and got a couple backups because that one's delicious and I absolutely love it. All right, so if you want to be part of the request program, you have to be a Patreon. As little as $1 a month gets you the chance to request a bottle I review that's on my bar. It makes my life a little easier, to be honest with you, because I hate picking what to review next. So I'm putting it in your hands as a Patreon. Let me know, guys. That's it for me. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can support this channel on Patreon. I also have TikTok, but I barely use it, but you can follow me on there as well. And that's it. Cheers, guys.